Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Accra Sports Stadium, and after match proceedings, it was Interallies the home side as well as Hearts of Oak sharing the sports at the Accra Sports Stadium. I'll ask a disappointed Hearts of Oak fan his impressions of the entire 90 minutes today.
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, today I'm really disappointed. I mean, I'm more than the word disappointed. We needed a victory here. We needed a 3 points from this game. We had all the chances, but we missed this. A classical example was a free Benier's chance. The last time we played against Ashgold, he got the same chance and he scored it. Today too, he did the same thing. I don't know what's actually wrong with this striker, because you've played consecutive times for the team, so you should be able to know how to score goal. In fact, I'm really disappointed. And the coach too, the changes that he has been making so far has not been impressive. You had Manaf, who has been the game changer for some matches now, and today being a perfect time for you to change and bring him on board so that we can push forward and score goals. You benched him. You didn't even bring him to the game. In fact, I hope and wish that our next game against Olympics coming Wednesday, it will be something better than what we saw today.
So talking about Accra Great Olympics, they were able to win their last match, right? 2-0. And moving forward, it will be a very spirited encounter between yourself and Accra Great Olympics, because it's a derby at this home venue.
Yes, you know, Accra Great Olympics has been our wives, if I should say, and so it wouldn't be much of a pressure like today, because we literally played away match. So even though we played our away match, this is our home ground, and so we expected them to prove their points, to prove that they've been here for several. This is their natural home ground, which they've been playing ball for decades now. Yes, and so I'm hoping that our match against Olympics, we should be able to get that 3 maximum points that we've been desiring for I mean a month now. Yes.
So talking about statistics, Hearts of Oak has played 7 games at the Accra Sports Stadium, and a total of 9 points they've been able to accumulate, meaning that they've lost 12 out of the 21 that they could take at the Accra Sports Stadium. So if you talk about changes, Hearts of Oak coach Odum made a change, bringing on Michel Sapon, and Michel Sapon impacted on the game. If you saw some of the passes he was making, Michel Sapon impacted. He's coming back fresh from injury. Yes. What do you make of Michel Sapon's contribution?
Well, he's been phenomenal. He's one of our key players who has been impressive. He hasn't lost his performance level aside the injury that he got, and so we are hoping that next game he would come on. He will start from bench. I mean, he will start the match. He will start the match actually. And Manaf too, I'm hoping that he will be able to start it, because these are the players who are very vibrant and they have the strength, the zeal to play for the team. Yes, and so I'm hoping that the coach will make certain changes. Today we miss the presence of Nete and then yes, and Ansan. They've been also the pillars in the midfield. We realized that the midfield was virtually.
The midfield was lacking creativity.
Yes. Because FAB, that's Ansan, who has been known for his dribble and then the supply of short passes. We didn't see that, and Nete, who has been the one who will be supplying the long passes to. Yes, who is known for supplying long passes to. We couldn't see him today. They've all, I mean, one got injured and one due to the suspension. So we are hoping that our match against Olympics, they will bounce back and then give us the needed points that we desire. In fact, the win that we've been desiring for quite a long time now. Yeah.
Impressions about today's proceedings, Hearts of Oak as well as Interallies?
I'm just disappointed. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. That's my full what I can say for now. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. I was coming here for a win, but like it just didn't happen. So I'm just disappointed. I just love Hearts of Oak and it didn't work. That's what I can say.
But you watched the starting lineup of this side. It was some of the players.
Yeah.
Which of the players do you think impressed you today? Which of the players do you think didn't impress? And moving forward, what do you think the coach should do?
For me, I'm not a coach, so to say who didn't impress, there's 2 central defenders.
That is Benjamin Ejari as well as Mohamed Al Hassan.
Yeah, I would say Mohamed Al Hassan. His confidence level is going down. Yes, that's what I see. Yeah, so it's not about the goal. Yeah, he's part of the team. He's supposed to score. He got the chances. Yeah, like he got a chance. I mean, he's supposed to score and he scored. It doesn't mean scoring goal doesn't mean you did very well. Assuming he didn't come in for that tackle, that goal wouldn't come against Hearts of Oak. I don't know who scored, but like the goal against Hearts of Oak, that's what I'm saying. Assuming he didn't go in, that's what I saw. The goal wouldn't have come. You should have just studied the game and then mark the guy from back. But he also came in and the ball was taken from them. Bam, it was a goal, that's it.
Moving forward, Hearts of Oak will play against Accra Great Olympics on Wednesday here. What are your first thoughts on that? Hearts actually picked up just 9 points from a total of 21 playing at Accra Sports Stadium. And Great Olympics won yesterday by 2-0.
Yeah, it will be a tricky game. It's a local derby. I'm just praying we win because they will give us a tough time like Interlice did. Yeah, they wouldn't come and play very good football. They will just try and frustrate us. So we just have to keep calm and then do what is needful. Yeah, like scoring the goals and then keeping the game flowing. That's it.
Let me ask you about the two central strikers of Accra, Kofi Koja as well as Joseph Esso. In recent times, both of them have not been able to find the back of the net. Kofi Koja's last goal was against Bechem United. That was some 3 matches ago. And Joseph Esso, I mean, it's been a long time he scored for Hearts of Oak. What do you think these two players should be doing to get more goals for Hearts of Oak?
For me, I think they should just keep calm. It's just unlucky. I think they are working hard. People are blaming Kofi Koja. Yes, he's supposed to be scoring. He's not scoring. I think he just should keep his cool and then be potent. That's all. They are good. I just think they should be potent. I'm pleading with the fans also to have patience with the team a bit. It's difficult. It's very difficult. I'm just pleading with the fans to be a little bit patient with the team. And the strikers, they are doing well. But like I think they should be a bit potent. They have to keep the team at heart, like the way we do. Look at what the supporters are. Yeah, very disappointed. Like I think they should just keep their cool and then be potent. Go forward. That's it. They shouldn't be expecting penalties and stuff. Well, you could see what Esso. Esso, he could have scored some goals, but he was just relaxing and then waiting for the referee. Though some of them a referee could take, a referee could not take. It's 50-50. You should just be potent and score the goal. If the referee takes penalties, good. But if it doesn't, I think they are good. My general impression about it.
Let me ask you about Abednego Tego. He's actually a striker that Hearts of Oak is waiting to sign in the next 2 weeks. What do you think he will add to the setup?
I pray he's still potent like how he was before. Was it Bechem United or something? Yeah. Yeah, I pray he's still sharp as he was. We need somebody who could just bang in the goals. That's what we need. The team is gradually performing. If we are not winning, the fans will obviously be booing the team out. So I just pray we win. That's it. We just have to get somebody. He is a good. If looking at him, he can help us. Yeah. So I'm praying we just get the luck. That's it. If he doesn't get the luck, he will just be like the rest. Yeah. So I'm praying it works. Because now, if you see, we have a lot of strikers, but only that we are not scoring.
First of all, if you analyze the game from the beginning, that at the beginning, and Interlice were playing a 4-4-3 formation, means that they were pressing across the field from all angles, allowing this one, Victoria Adebayo, to have spaces in between Mo Alansan, Benjamin Ejari, Ismail Alari. So you see, that's how they were just playing. And that's a fantastic play because it gives you the upper hand over your opponent. It gives you more possession. It gives you the opportunity to be able to control the ball, know how to put the ball to your opponent. And you could see that from that that link-up play, we had our first goal. Brilliant goal by our standard. You see, and that's the dynamism of football. If you take your chances, you punish your opponent. But at the end of the 90 minutes, I think in the second half, the coach switched to a 4-1-4-1 formation. When I say a 4-1-4, I mean that he's now playing 4 defenders, 1 standing midfielder, then 4 defensive midfielder. He put Victoria Adebayo in front. Means that he's trying to prevent a defensive mindset. Means that you are not allowing your opponent the opportunity to play the ball in the midfield. So if you block up the midfield, means that you don't create any spaces. Then you hold on the defense. That's what he was trying to do. But it didn't work out because the team at the dying hard of the 80 minutes they broke down. And you could see it's not normal because the average age of the team is 20.5. I mean that they are all very young players. There's so much potential, and I'm hoping that we'll go and do our homework well, and then we'll come back and then we'll do our best in the next game.
Talking about Victorian Adebayo, he might not have scored, but he assisted. But if you look at him in the last 2 games, he's not been able to score. Is it a source of worry, even though he's had 11 goals in the last 11 matches?
Not at all. There's a reason why he's the top goal scorer in the league. It's because, you see, as a top goal scorer, you don't only score, you assist. If you look at the likes of Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, the top players, it's not all about scoring. It's about being able to link up with other players. So if you're not able to score, you hold up the ball, you create chances for your players to go in, you lay a nice pass, and you score the goal. At the end of the day, all you want is the 3 points. It's not about me being a top goal scorer or me being the leading goal scorer. It's not a worry, because if you look at the game he played today, fantastic. When he took the ball, he dribbled past Benjamin Ejari, he dribbled past Ismail Alari, then he put the ball from Radio Vuka before laying the pass to this one, Samalama, for him to score the goal. Brilliant striking. That he's a very good number 9. Every number 9, you must first know how to score goal, know how to hold on the ball and give the opponent, people around you, the opportunity to make great chances, and that's what the striker does. So it's not a worry at all. He's been brilliant on the day, and I won't take that away from him. And that's the reason why he's the leading goal scorer in the Ghana Premier League. You can't take that away from him. Fantastic play by all standards.
Please, what I think is that the coach, he needs to get the Hazelford coach. He needs to get an assistant coach so that can support him in telling the players what to do. And also, when he's choosing the players, he should look through, because what he did today was not good at all.
What did he do?
The players he chose, it was not encouraging. So all what I would say is that when he's choosing the players the next time, he should look through before he
chooses the players.
And also the players, when they are playing the ball, instead of them like passing the ball then they'll be doing selfish playing. So I also say that what they do is not also good. So they should change their ways so that the next game we will win.
The next game is against Accra Great Olympics. It's a local derby. What do you think? And Great Olympics won here by 2-0.
And what I think is that by the help of God and also training, we can beat the Accra Great Olympics. Yes, please.